You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Say, and he kind of put Donald Trump in a light of like, this is a horrible person, so on and so on. And I thought it was very interesting coming from a person like Epstein, who's done just as much dirt, right?
Just tell me about his intelligence.
With respect to real estate deals, brilliant. He's a salesman. He knows real estate really well. Anything else but that, he knows nothing. No history, no strategy. As I started to say about executive function, the executive function says, and it's strange because construction by definition is just that. First you have the foundation, you have the steels going up, what stage? But in terms of his anything but real estate, he can't figure out if I fire Bannon, what happens tomorrow.
So cause and effect, that has no relationship. In analytic intelligence?
No.
Now what's this thing about that functionally he can't read, or he doesn't read, or...
He doesn't really, he certainly can't read a balance sheet. Which is funny. I have no idea. He doesn't read. He reads page 6. So he's not functionally illiterate. But his reading comprehension is anything complicated. He doesn't know.
Now, what's other than he has he has a sense of humor, he can be funny.
He's great, funny.
What else recommends him?
His ability to sell. He is charming. He is able to convince people. It's very much like Clinton. Both Bill and Donald have the ability to go over to a fat, ugly woman, say, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So he tells everybody what they want to hear. And it's charming. And I'm telling you that I know 4 or 5 people who have recently seen him. I just realized we're talking, where he built the UN Plaza Trump Tower, just in Malaysia. I was going to take the top 4. I went with Donald to see it. And it was, again, what if you can pay me if that was it's a $13 million transaction. You can pay me 11, you reported the 13 that you give 2 to the mall or something. It was always. So the idea that he is that bad, dirty business, he's a construction person in New York City, the electricians union, the country. I don't know what to think. He's a horrible human being. In Jeffrey's book, he does nasty things to his best friends' wives. Anyone who he first tries to gain your trust and then uses it to do bad things. And that was close to straight.
So I need the dump. Just give me Donald.
First, it's fun. So you probably know he had a scalp reduction. Because he had the same male pattern movement that we all have. He had his scalp movement, which is hysterical. Donald's office, as you know, he made that call. He used to be on the phone as that fake PR person. But I also found it funny. I was sitting there listening to the guys from the Post talk, and Donald would say, he's a great guy. I loved working with him. And I sit there going, this is just amazing. And he'd say, Michael, come on, let's go to the office. And he'd say, tell me, what's it like in there? He'd say, do you like having sex with your wife? How often do you? He'd say, it's great. Seriously, Michael, how often do you have sex? Don't you want to try? You and I can go upstairs, or tomorrow come over. There's this girl's coming in from Los Angeles, part of the Hawaiian Tropic Conference. So come over 3 o'clock. You're going to have a great time. I promise you, Michael, it's just me and you. You're going to have a great time. Be up here at 3 o'clock. We can go upstairs. The whole time, the attorney's been on the phone listening. He set it up because he wants a story. So he has you on, because as the boy conversation, you must have had a better wife, right? I said, yes. Tell me about it. And the wife's on the speakerphone listening to Donald and said, I think you're really hot. And I know you think you're a guy. Michael is like the end of the world, the best guy on earth. You will be married to him. You're wrong. Just listen to the next 20 minutes. And you go with you in the office, set you up.
Now, in this article, it says Trump can't refer to the tapes released as false smears and election interference. The tapes also offer unusual insight into the friendship of 2 wealthy, powerful men who frequently went out the town together, prowling for women in New York and Atlantic City. Epstein painted a complicated portrait of Trump. He called him charming and always fun, capable of extraordinary salesmanship, and suggested he was personally in favor of Trump's policies on the transgender stuff. But he alleged Trump was a serial cheat in his marriages and loved to have sex with the wives of his best friends. He also claimed that while Trump has friends, he was at heart a friendless man incapable of kindness, and he alleged that Trump had undergone scalp reduction surgery for baldness and called himself the Trumpster. Asked by Wolf, who was the journalist and author that released the tapes, how do you know all this? Epstein replied, as we saw in the clip, I was Donald's closest friend for 10 years. Now, the guy Wolf, who's a veteran journalist and author, who's also the biographer of Rupert Murdoch, says, when Fire and Fury was published in January 2018, Trump tried to stop it with a failed cease and desist order, then threatened to sue. No case ever materialized, and it sold 5 million copies worldwide. Wolf says he has up to 100 hours of recordings of interviews with Epstein, including from using him as a source for Fire and Fury, and from years of meetings with the disgraced financier appeared to want Wolf to write a biography of him. Wolf said he decided to release parts of the archive after a new accuser, a former Miss Switzerland, alleged last week that Trump had groped her in 1992. The new recordings offer extraordinary insights into Epstein, who in 2017 was shuttling freely on his 2 private jets between his Manhattan townhouse, his Palm Beach, Florida estate, a private island in the Virgin Islands. Epstein had been convicted in 2008 in Florida of procuring a little one for prostitution and soliciting a prostitute in a plea deal that allowed him to escape prosecution for victimizing multiple underage girls in return for an 18-month sentence. He spent the years after his release associating with billionaires, including Leon Black, the co-founder of Apollo Global Management, who paid him more than $150 million for financial advice, and Microsoft founder Bill Gates, and dining behind closed doors with members of the financial and political elite. In July 2019, however, He was arrested by the FBI and charged with little one sex trafficking. 6 weeks later, his body was found in his prison cell. Authorities said he unalived himself. Trump's long friendship with Epstein, which spanned the late 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s, has been well documented. In the 1990s, the two publicly parted at Mar-a-Lago and went to a Victoria's Secret Angel show together. In 2002, Trump told New York Magazine of Epstein, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." Epstein's infamous leaked address books had Trump's own phone number as well as Melania's. While Trump's name appeared 7 times in the passenger logs of Epstein planes, the books and logs also included princes, politicians, Bill Clinton, British Prime Minister Tony Blair, Prince Andrew, and celebrities and billionaires including Mick Jagger. Now, reading that article and hearing the audio from Jeffrey Epstein about Trump, right, it immediately makes me think that basically these were two peas in a pod. You know, if they were best friends, they knew everything about each other. And it's probably safe to say that, you know, Trump took part in the same things that Jeffrey Epstein took part in. You know, obviously, if he's in the address book, he's on the flight logs. He denies being on those logs, but to me, if you will say a guy likes beautiful women as much as you do,